Okay.
I can't tell.
I'm really low. Am I low because I'm low, or am I low because my line's low?
Yes.
Who needs the low cups?
I'm so woke today.
God damn it. These are all fucked up. No, that's actually okay.
Yeah, she said mine's just. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
okay, that's
We're
fine.
fine.
Okay,
We
cool.
are recording.
Oh, okay.
Are we recording sound right now?
Through video, but the thing
Okay.
is, when he reached over, he changed the camera angle.
Right.
No, it's I.
It's a wide angle
John's
camera.
super pissed.
I suppose.
Yeah.
I think
There
it's
one
supposed
time
to
he's
be.
gonna pull out
I
his,
think we almost
his
supposed to
stick
use
and
our
start
ear here.
your Jeep? I'm gonna slash your tires.
Okay.
I mean, good
okay.
luck.
So I'm gonna open up this article. We can record that, and then I'll go get Oliver to bed.
Get a headbang to that.
Okay, you guys ready?
No, we're not. We're definitely
Okay,
not ready.
get ready.
I have to do sound check with everyone.
Hurry up and do it then.
Is everybody okay as far as their volume in their head?
I'm fine.
Are the voices in your head good?
I'm fine.
Okay.
Hello.
Cool. We're doing sound check in 3, 2. This is John and that's real fucking loud.
Yeah.
All right, Steph, talk.
Stephanie's talking.
Okay, Jess, talk.
Hello, my name's Jess.
Okay, that's real low looking. And Reed, talk.
It's me.
And Reed looks healthy. We're stopping. We're playing back.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Everything's
Stopping.
good.
File. Close. Save the project. I do not. Cleaning up temporary files.
Getting rid of all those downloads.
You know what bugs me? I don't know why, but the magnetic charging cable of this used to charge totally fine, but now it's charging it not fine. So,
Huh. Yeah, mine started giving me the like, make sure your phone's plugged in all the way.
yeah, I don't want to switch back to my go, but I might have to. 3, 2, 1, ready, Steph?
Mm-hmm.
In 3, 2.
A Florida man was arrested at an Olive Garden after police say he caused a drunken disturbance and was shoveling spaghetti into his mouth with his hands. Ben Paget, 32, was arrested by police in Naples on April 7th on charges of disorderly intoxication and resisting an officer without violence, according to an arrest report obtained by the Miami Herald. The report said officers responded to a disturbance call at the restaurant and found a shirtless Paget chowing down on the spaghetti. Paget smelled like booze and was muttering obscenities, the report said. A restaurant worker told police Paget caused a scene inside the restaurant and had been asking patrons for money outside and yelling expletives, the report said. Officers gave Paget paper towels to clean up the pasta on his face, the report said. After he was taken into custody, Paget started smashing his head against the metal cage partition in a patrol car, causing him to cut his head, the report said. Paget was booked into jail and later released on $2,000 bond. Attorney information wasn't available. And that is from the NBC 5 Chicago.
So what do you think that was? Just like this passion for pasta, or like what was the title to that story?
Florida man shoveling spaghetti in mouth arrested at Olive Garden.
They could have done the Florida man arrested for passion pasta or something like that, whatever.
Pasta passion.
File export as MP. Ow. MP3. Please stop the camera, please. What do you guys want to talk about?
I still think we should have just done a backstage one. We could have already been done by now.
I don't know that we're going to be done. Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of the podcast. We have been off air for a couple of weeks now, which is unfortunate. One of them, we recorded, but there was a lot of stuff going on, so we decided to trash the episode. The next one had a cutout of the audio, but it was also late, so we got penalized for the publishing, and I haven't seen it go live yet, but it is there. Anyway, this will be another one of our episodes in good faith, and hopefully we get relisted back where we're from, and everything will be good. But we are, it looks like about 10 minutes
What
late.
are you doing?
I don't know. I was just making a face at you.
Okay. We're about 10 minutes late for our episode of Game of Thrones, so we're not actually going to stick around for very long. There was a lot of debate on what we were actually going to talk about. Reed said that he wanted to do a backstage episode. Oh, actually, we're down a couple of people now, but we got the original 4, which is great. So here, John Addison.
Steph.
Jess.
Reed Tucker.
Perfect. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so we really don't have a whole lot to talk about. I've got different things that I figured we could talk about, but it's just a lot of airing, just what's been going on in our lives.
So something that came across my mind while we were setting up was like I never understood why like small children had a bit like a thing with putting stuff in their mouth, right?
So like
Just like putting like small objects in their mouth,
what is
Yeah.
that called? An oral fixation.
Well, no, it's just debate. That's how they're.
right?
Sensitive
And it's just
world.
like I wonder why they do that. And like I'm sitting here at this microphone, and now I'm questioning like, could I fit the microphone in my mouth? And now I understand why children do that because they look at it and I'm like, can that fit in my mouth?
I'm pretty sure that's a foreign movie. No, don't do it.
Do they maintain eye contact with you?
No.
Ah,
ouch.
my ears.
Oh,
My bad.
Reed just
Now Reed
destroyed his
don't-
mic.
Yeah, Reed destroyed his mic and he doesn't have front teeth anymore.
It's fine.
Um,
I just look like Jess.
That's what they should do. Oh no, that would be awful. I just this immediate fuck up thought went through my head. Do you guys remember? Did you guys ever see the movie American History X?
No. Maybe.
If you have not seen it and you're feeling a little racist, watch it. But essentially, there's a scene. It's very very early on. This guy is incredibly racist. And do you know what a curb stomp is?
Roughly.
Oh, like when someone puts their face on the. Yep, I know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's what they should do for people that like don't make it through the voice like try
Curb
out and
stomp
stuff.
'em?
No, mic stomp them.
Oh.
Or mic bow, but no. Anyway, my brain went there and I was like, no, that's super awful. Don't. That's anyway. So yeah, we're going into the episode of Game of Thrones. It's Easter today because we decided to switch over to Sunday. I guess this is just really housekeeping. What's been going on? We're on episode 2 of Game of Thrones. We've got the gamesite.net. If you want to go fill out a survey, you can do that, and then guess on who's going to die, or turn into a White Walker, or just say alive. Steph, what do you got going on in your life?
Not a whole lot.
Anything you want to talk about?
Not really.
No.
What do you guys plan on doing with the day off tomorrow?
Nothing.
That's not true.
I want to watch all of season 2 of OA. That's on my agenda.
I heard it was really bad.
Yeah.
I heard it was really, really bad. Like they might cancel the show because it's so bad.
I heard it was a wild ride.
Don't they go to like some other dimension or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they prevented Columbine and then went to another thing. Oh, did you hear about the girl that?
Yeah.
The Columbine girl.
Yeah, like the Columbine fanboy. It's just like
Yeah.
wants to
So
recreate
some
Columbine.
chick lived in Miami
Mm-hmm.
and she was super infatuated. They said that she was like a super fan of Columbine. So she went to Colorado, bought a shotgun, and was like, "Yeah, I'm coming to the school." And police were like, "Extremely dangerous, armed. Do not approach
Yeah.
her. We're all looking for her." And they tracked her down. She shot herself in the head.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah, just there was that.
So I wonder like where she bought that shotgun from. She bought it from
I think they
Florida?
said that she bought it in Colorado. Like she just
She couldn't have bought it from a gun store because you have to have like unless she was living in Colorado at that point, like Colorado's ID.
I don't know. We could I guess we could go back and look at the article, but I don't care enough yet. So there was that. Man, I guess some really shitty stuff in the news. 207 plus people were killed in a
Yeah,
bombing.
400
400
plus
some were
injured.
injured. Yeah. So the world's going to shit. So if this is our last episode, it's because we just nuked everyone.
I mean, me and you can still broadcast. Well,
Pirate radio.
Pirate
Well,
radio.
is it pirate radio if civilization?
if
is
there's no
ended?
technically as long as there's no federal government, I don't think it really matters.
Right. If the FCC is no longer operating,
Right.
then
And in like my opinion, what does the FCC have to say what I can and can't do? So
well, no, sure. I mean, right now there are definitely restrictions on that.
right, what are they gonna do? Like, hey, stop broadcasting. I'll be like,
No, they'll arrest you. You can get
Ah.
fines and you can go to jail. In fact, there are people. This is something I'm concerned about some of the other stuff that we do. There are people that is what they do with their radio license is track down and
Oh, yeah.
triangulate people that are broadcasting illegally.
Oh.
And I'm actually kind of curious about that. Stephanie and I went. This is just a tangent all over the place. Stephanie and I, during the Christmas season, we went out to this house that was doing. You turn your radio to the station.
oh yeah,
He was doing that, but we were able to hear his radio station. Like,
We were like half a mile.
no, we were way more than half a mile. We were almost 10 minutes away from his house, and we could still hear his broadcast.
well, what you can have up to like 2 mile range, right? Before it becomes
It's not a range as much as it's a power output, and there was no way that we were hearing him from 10-minute drive away. If he was, what is the power output for broadcasting on public FM frequency?
I don't know.
Granted, it's an unused band, so I think the FCC regulation states that you can't cause interference. And if at that point there's nothing being broadcasted on that band anyway, then
Yeah, it might be just one of those
Which-
gray areas when they first writ the laws or whatnot. They didn't actually expect anybody to do that for Christmas lights.
maybe.
And also 10 minutes is like, is that as the crow flies? Is that like,
No, we just drove away, and we were 10 minutes driving away as we were losing
so
him.
2.5 miles?
I don't know. But the point, though, is not the range as much as it is the power output.
Right.
So there's limitation on the power output, and that's why I'm not really sure. But when we were doing it, is we were kind of big into the whole radio stuff that was going on at that point, and it was just like, man, does this guy have a permit to broadcast on? Because at that point, he could have been a radio station for all of his neighbors, perfectly clear. Like it was. If I were to do that here, like I could just say, hey, HOA, for everybody in the where we live, if you're just interested in hearing about what's going on in our community, tune into, and I would be a radio station, because it certainly covered the distance between us and the farthest house away in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was just kind of curious.
Like here to campus.
Hmm?
Like from here to campus, distance.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So-
We totally would have made it to the
Yeah, but I
campuses
think
in time.
man, yours radios could reach that far.
Probably, but granted, we're on a radio frequency that's designed for that, whereas
True.
this guy was broadcasting on public
Yeah.
FM radio, and so, or is it public? Is that public or is it commercial radio band? Like
I don't know.
It's
if your
commercial.
car can tune to it,
Yeah.
you're within that frequency where,
Right, because I remember there used to be the things you like plug into cigarette lighters and your phone
Yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
broadcast to your
That's-
Bluetooth.
and that's
Yeah.
what I was thinking. Is that like how crazy, like fun, crazy, whatever would it be to take? We were recently just talking about taking a road trip to California,
Yeah.
just driving straight down to northern Mexico, San Diego, and the thought was, can you imagine if we just took, that like Just Married paint and wrote, tune into whatever frequency,
We just
and
live broadcast.
and it was just a broadcast of all of us in the car for miles. Anyone
that'd be a
within
lot of fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
so that's what I was thinking. I was like, this guy's setup can't be like I looked. There's no massive radio tower.
Yeah.
Like he's got to be broadcasting within the confines of a room somewhere. I've seen people's recording sheds, not recording, broadcast sheds and stuff like that. But that's what I was thinking. It was like, we could do that, and like anyone around us could just be like, oh, I don't know what's on it, and tune in, and if we take the exit because they're going one way, or when they can still hear us for another 10 minutes along their route. Especially when we're out in the middle of nowhere.
Right, and it's
Yeah.
just I-5 for
Yeah.
miles and miles and miles.
Right, so we could do like multi-car sing-alongs. We can do. But speaking of which, that yellow radio that's on that shelf right there, I
Yeah.
wanted you to take that with you and throw it in your car, like your glove box or whatever. Because
Okay.
there are times where I'm like, grab your radio, and you're like, I already left. That's already programmed for the same frequency we use, and it's on rechargeable batteries.
Oh, so, okay.
Anyway, I've kind of. We're 9 minutes in, and I don't really have anything else that I wanted to talk about. You have nothing in housekeeping that you want to talk about? You're just going to watch OA Season 2?
Yeah, sleep, practice our presentations, maybe do a run through of those. So
Maybe that's why they gave you guys Monday off, so like everybody can be prepared for their presentations.
We always have Easter Monday off.
Have we though? Because I
Yep.
thought that. So what did they, for the company that we work for, what did they take away? Or no, what did they give us in favor of Christmas Eve?
The 5th of July.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
I feel like 5th of July is a good trade for Christmas Eve.
Tell us about your fanny pack. What's going on there?
Yeah, so I bought a fanny pack yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was
Yeah, it was
yesterday.
yesterday.
What's your reason for it?
Well, it's for convenience, and I've also just always wanted to have a fanny pack. It was funny, so I went to the store with my mom. I just spent the day on Saturday with my mom, and she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna buy you a bag." I'm like, "Okay, I want this fanny pack." She's like, "Yeah, no, I'm not buying you that." I'm like, "Why not?" She's like, "That's lame. Like, that's not cool." I'm like, "Okay," so I just bought it for myself.
She says that she's wearing 3D glasses without lenses in it.
No, there's lenses. You just can't see them.
Those are
No,
those
no.
are Oliver's
There's no
Clark
lens.
Kent.
This is the
Clark Kent glasses.
And she puts her eye out.
Yeah.
Okay, so.
Yeah, I mean that's about it. I just wanted to have a fanny pack. So yeah, I'm rocking it today. You guys can't see it, but it's on my body.
You should just stand up. It'll be on the video.
Yeah, so for the most part, she only wears like athletic wear, She
Yeah.
doesn't have any pockets ever. And
Oh,
I
that's-
always
yeah,
get
that's
tired of
another
holding
thing.
her keys and wallet, phone for her.
I'm surprised you didn't get like a hip bag or something.
I actually did. No, I
holster hip bag.
I got another bag, so I have my fanny pack, and
She
then
got a
I
wallet bag.
have like a sling, like more fancy bag. You talking about your backpack?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that I carry around. It's got my iPad and stuff in it.
I don't want to carry a backpack around.
It's not. It's like a sling bag,
No, it's more like a backpack.
but you can't fit anything in it besides an iPad, a phone, a wallet, some mints, a pair of headphones,
And some
And-
personal defense.
and a gun. Speaking of
True.
which, now that are you planning to carry your fanny pack on a regular basis?
Maybe. Yeah.
You should get your concealed carry.
Yeah. That's the plan.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Let's-
So we're just gonna have the LCP crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steph, you gonna get one now? You and Jess can go take a class together.
Yeah. I need to get my concealed. I don't really like the guns that you guys can
You have your XD in the drawer.
do. Yeah, that's not concealed.
It can be.
It very
You
easily
can.
could be concealed. They make bra holsters, and you could very
I
easily.
would not put that in there because you're gonna come out looking like Austin Powers machine gun tits.
I mean, whatever. My boobs are big enough it would hide it.
I was gonna say she has.
Not the XD.
You don't think so?
Is it an
No.
XD or is it an XDS?
It's an. I think it's just an XD.
Yeah.
Or is
Oh.
I think it's a
X-
full size
triple-
model.
Yeah,
It's
no,
not
I
gonna
was
hide.
gonna say-
It's
if
not the
it's-
full size, but it's not.
If it's like.
Like-
just go grab it. It's on my
Right.
left drawer.
Did that?
No,
and then,
it-
like-
will you just go grab it? It's
Right,
on my
but,
left
no,
drawer.
but here's the thing: is like normally it says like right in the armpit.
So we went to an Easter event.
Oh yeah. That,
Completely
okay.
side note. We went to an Easter event today, and
People are handing out grenade eggs.
no, I scoped out the security staff. There were 4 people. One of them was armed, and he had a 1911. And I was just like, man, I still want a 1911. But then I quizzed Stephanie. I was like, hey, so next year there's gonna be a lot of money, and you decide, hey, I'm gonna go get John a gun. What are the 3 guns? And we just kind of talked about like favorite things. I was like, what kind of gun? She's like, the FN57, the Desert Eagle 50 cal. And I was like, what finish? And she's like, I don't know. I was like, anything but gold. And she's like, okay. And did you guess the 1911? I don't
No.
remember. And I was like, or 1911. I was like, but all 3 of those options are on the table.
All
Don't
3.
get the 1911
Oh.
because the other 2 were just like I want the Desert Eagle for a Colorado gun. Anyway, the
Well,
point
the
though,
1911 very easily be a much more practical Colorado gun than the Desert Eagle.
1911, 7 rounds, 45 ACP,
Right.
1 in your chamber.
Right.
Desert Eagle, 7 rounds of 50 cal, 1 in your chamber.
50 AE.
50 AE. Okay, what are you gonna fight a bear with? A 50 AE or a 45 ACP?
I mean, I feel like
A
45.
Colorado bear.
Right. So it's gonna
Like
be
one that's doing like push-ups and coke,
right. Again, a 1911 is gonna be much more practical
trained with Jess. How is it gonna be more practical?
because you're gonna have much better recoil. Like,
Dude, I'm gonna shoot him in the ass and it's gonna bounce off.
no, it won't.
Yeah.
No.
Jess.
I mean, I would fight the bear with my bare hands. So.
Yeah.
Her bare hands.
Jess, I got a question for you. If we were to shoot you in the butt with a 45 ACP or a 50 cal, which one's gonna bounce off?
Both.
Yes. Alright. So
I don't know anything about those guns, but
So here's what I need you to do. I need you. So out of those 3, I need you to disregard and just give me a Barrett. So
I second.
no.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
And then we'll just cut the barrel off and get you a short barrel and a tax stamp for it, and you can just like an SBR 50.
Can you imagine how pissed I'd be if I had to one hand a Barrett with like a 6-inch Barrett? It would blow up. It would explode.
Get it like 12 inches.
yeah. It'd just knock you on your ass.
No, it wouldn't. It would break your wrist.
Yeah, it would.
And it would explode the barrel. The muzzle lot, like, I don't even know how you would handle that. Like that, it would literally blow
You'd have
up.
to just get an arm brace for it.
You'd have to bolt it to your arm. It would have to be part of your arm.
I mean-
You'd have to shoot it like this, like mounted top, because this would break your wrist.
Right.
You'd have to rocket launch. Like, I don't know.
You could like Transformers double hand it.
There you go. Okay, cool. So Jess is gonna get her concealed carry. We're gonna get the LCP gang. Stephanie's gonna stick like a full size gun in her bra, and
I just don't like the I don't know. I don't like the tiny guns.
so that here's what
Well,
we'll
here's
do.
the thing: is
Here's
like
what
an
we'll do.
XDS isn't really that tiny.
Nothing in the XD family really is super tiny.
Right.
The XDS is the subcompact single
Yeah.
stack, I believe. Yeah, I don't know. The M's are even larger, but they're more ergonomic.
I could go back to the Walther.
Could go to Walther. Anyway, yeah, but that's only a 22. But 22 is still like
Right. It'll
It's
still
better than
make
nothing.
somebody think.
yeah. So she'll carry the 22, and I'll just carry the guess I'll carry the Desert Eagle, but I'll throw on the 44 or the 357 barrel and magazine.
There we
for
go. That's
nowadays.
the idea. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yeah, except it's like a 4-pound gun, so I might as well have a.
You might just carry.
I'm just getting the FN57. All right. Anyway, so
So you're gonna fight a bear with an FN57?
30 rounds of FN57. I'll shoot him in the eye 30 times.
Right. It's just gonna be like, I have like 30 needles in me now, and it's still gonna be a raging bear.
He's gonna be wearing a body armor. He's gonna go through. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, until it hits a bone, and it's gonna be like stopped.
I don't know. I wonder if we can get a bear bone. Like
I'm sure we could.
Like a fresh bear bone.
I
just-
bet you we could go to any taxidermist place and be like, yo, can we get like a bear skull?
I don't want a bear skull. I want like a bear rib, and wrap it in meat and shoot it and see if it breaks a rib.
Alright.
Anyway,
So, hey,
well, there's
what's
actually-
that place that what's his face goes so we can buy lion meat? Bet you we
It's
could,
somewhere in Salem.
I bet you we could get like a rack of like bear ribs.
I don't want a rack of bear. I don't want to pay for bear meat, like perfectly good bear meat. I want to like, hey, did anyone like hit a bear with a car that's got its ribs intact and no one's gonna eat it? Can I shoot it?
Or
We could just
seeing people hunt bears, just be like, hey, when you're cleaning your thing, can I just have some?
right. We could also just go to a butcher and be like, yo, like where's your stack of bones?
Well, I wonder if there's like a comparative somewhere online or something that's like, hey, an elk's ribs are comparable to a bear's.
Well, very much possible.
I'm just gonna like katana holster a 338 over my
There
back.
we go.
Okay, which is a third of the weight of the Barrett.
Right.
So okay, cool. So that covers that. Jess, do you have anything else you want to talk about?
About myself?
Yeah, about
Like
what's
any
going on in your
updates?
life.
No,
Yeah.
that's just the highlight of my life is my fanny pack. So, what's your life like, Reed?
I tore both my calf muscles the other day at the gym.
You tore them?
Yeah.
Or
So
like-
Reed hasn't worked out
I
in
wa-
months,
I-
and then he
I
decided to
walked
go
around-
ham in the gym and decided to just work out his calves till he couldn't feel his calves. And so
I don't think
now-
that's a torn. I think you just might have some.
Yeah, I think he's
soreness
just
going on.
sore. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not sore.
You wouldn't be able to walk. if
I
it was
can't
torn.
walk. Have you seen me like hobble around the?
Actually, I didn't see you come in. You were just on
Yeah,
the
no,
sofa.
I've hobbled around
No,
everywhere.
Steph made a comment. She noticed.
Jess
Yeah.
carried you in her fanny pack.
Yeah. She's now a kangaroo.
She just took you out. Put you on the
Yeah,
sofa.
Reed's got like the old man like.
I walked around. I made a joke last.
I don't think you tore it. I think in
I think
3
she's
days you're gonna be
probably
totally
just
fine.
Yeah.
I made a joke the other day about why we're trying to solve multiple sclerosis. Why don't we just solve one singular
Right.
sclerosis? And now I got 2 singular scleroses, and I got multiple sclerosis.
I don't think you know what that is.
No.
He
It
doesn't.
walks
He
like I
doesn't.
walk like I have it though.
Yes. Okay. All right. Cool. So yeah, I guess let's just watch Game of Thrones, and next week we'll come back and talk about how people died, and maybe have a longer planned prepped episode.
I want a 45 government.
Is the government? So I want the one that. Oh god, this will drag out to its own long episode. Let's just do a gun episode between you and I at some point later on this week.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay.
sounds good.
Wow.
Well, I don't have any comments to your guys' gun talk, so I feel left out.
You know what would be really cool, but they won't let us do it if we just went and filmed like.
You know what's really bad is you know how we were looking for my Walther for like forever.
Yeah, we sold it to John.
Yeah, and you
so-
just forgot about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I didn't know that you did until like he was like,
We-
oh
we
yeah,
had-
George
we had
has
to-
it. And I'm
we
like,
had to
oh,
have
okay,
talked
cool.
about it. We had to have talked about it.
Then why was I searching for it?
I don't remember because I didn't remember. You mentioned it the other day, and I was like, oh, that's what happened.
Yeah, he's like,
Hmm.
oh yeah, and George has that pink Walther that we got from you guys, and I was like, she does.
Yeah, I think I sold him.
Wait, George the she?
No, George.
It's Georgiana.
Oh, okay.
And I sold him a Glock 27 too, which is the 40 caliber, because I couldn't. I hated it.
Like, Glocks are an amazing gun. I just don't like the way they look.
I'm okay. I didn't at first. I got used to it. I
They're very
love
much
my
a-
Glock 26.
They're very much a butterface.
Also, when you shoot them, you get diamond engravings into your hand,
Stephanie
and it's
gets
awful.
diamond engravings. Not anymore. They changed the grip pattern tremendously.
So now I get what honeycombs into my hands.
No, like
Sandpaper.
lines, but they also. I hate this
I don't know
about.
about the sandpaper ones, or like the grip tape
I don't like
type stuff.
yeah.
So
I don't want to complain about Glock, but they and lots of manufacturers have been doing it. XD's been doing it or Springfield's been doing it for a while. But the new Glocks actually have adjustable back straps, so you
Okay.
swap out for what size hand you have.
that would be better
I like mine.
because they're so big that like it's like this, and then like
Well, that's also like if you have a problem with the girth, it's just because it's a double stack. You used to go a single stack.
They have the
that problem.
43s now, which is the 9mm. and it's single
Single?
stock.
That'd
But
be-
it's the
that'd be a
same
little
size
bit
as the 380 LCP.
Hmm.
So,
You just get an XDS and like 30, or not 30, 40, or 9 mil.
her XD that she has in the garage is
It's
single
nine-
stack.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
but that's not an XDS.
It might be an XDS.
I
Are you
think
sure it's
that's
not?
right.
Are you sure it's not an XDM?
I'm almost positive it's not. Just go grab it. It's in the garage on the far left drawer.
Well,
Far left.
far left drawer. Okay. On your desk?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Reed's gonna go grab it.
yeah.
And you can watch Reed walk.
Should you go get it, Steph? Oh my god. He does have more than one sclerosis.
Yeah, no, someone asked me, like, what's wrong with Reed? I'm like, he just has a stick up his butt, that's all.
Was this sick? Or did you guys, were you borrowing the Kingsbury's butt plug again?
I forgot to sign it back in, so I figured I'd get my use out of it. You said left drawer?
Left drawer, top side. You guys can't hear this. He's like groaning his way into the garage.
Yeah, it's an XDS.
Yeah.
You want me to bring it in there?
No, it's a, I mean, if you want to.
I'm just gonna leave it here.
Okay. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I don't want to yell to you, but so the reason why I feel like it's kind of getting important, not getting important. I feel like it's always important for. I think everyone who legally is capable of having a concealed carry permit should have one and should also carry. But so I left my.
There'd be a lot less violent mass shootings if everybody
There,
carried a
just
gun.
when you don't have soft targets, you're less inclined to go after a soft target.
Right.
Anyway,
Like if deer could shoot back, you think there would be as many hunters?
oh no, absolutely not. But we took one of my guns out of my bag and left it in the car because of the stipulations of the place that we were at.
Right.
And
As you're supposed to do.
right, and then Stephanie left in that vehicle and I left in mine, and I realized after the fact that Stephanie's driving around with a loaded firearm within reach of the driver, and she doesn't have concealed carry. And I was just like, oh, cool. If she had gotten pulled over and for whatever reason they decided to search the vehicle, that could be a felony charge.
Well, it depends where, because Oregon is technically an open carry state.
Except in all of Portland Metro. So Portland, Beaverton, Hillsborough, Forest Grove, Cornelius.
Have you checked for Scrubber Canais?
I have.
So no, Hillsborough is open carry still.
But you were in no, it's not. It totally isn't.
It was as of 2 years ago.
No. Like the closest place that was open carry was was Tillamook, I think.
Yes.
No, because when I got my concealed carry license, it was still open carry because there was a story. Like the guy was like, yeah, Hillsborough's open carry. The second you cross 185th, you can't open carry because then you're in Beaverton.
Yeah.
And he's like, unless you have your concealed carry license, then you
Right.
can open carry.
Beaverton, Portland. Where might be?
Like it's
It would
extremely
surprise
frowned upon,
me.
and you're gonna get questioned.
Oh yeah. I would be surprised if Forest Grove wasn't open carry.
Okay. Some cities such as Portland, Tigard, Beaverton prohibit open carry of loaded firearms in their city. Washington County. Yeah, they actually won't tell you which ones. Which, that's the dangerous component there too, is that it's like, hey, like I went through this intersection and
Right.
now, you know, so.
Yeah. It needs to just be a statewide. It's so like.
Yeah, the thing is, the laws are so vague on everything that it makes it super easy for people to get trapped, which is why they have them vague.
Right.
Just have it. Not yet determined.
Okay.
Yeah, anyway, I don't know. I could have sworn that Hillsborough was one of the places that it wasn't. All right, cool. Anyway, so that was a concern of mine, though, that she was driving around.
Right.
I was like, this is stupid.
It wasn't really open either. It was like in my.
No, I know,
It's
but
like
if it's
console.
within reach, loaded and within
Right.
reach of the driver, it's a problem.
Yeah.
So so there's that.
Yeah, I need to get it anyway. Like
That's
just
what we
to
should do.
have it
Let's just do an
instead of
episode
just like that.
where Jess and Stephanie go get their concealed carry and then go buy their first gun.
I don't know if we could record that. Most places.
No. But we could do like a hey, they just got their
Oh,
and
yeah.
they're going to buy like you don't even have to have.
Well, here's the thing,
Also,
right? Because
I have-
Nano and Trina
Yeah,
both
yeah.
need to get theirs.
Yeah, kind of. I don't know. They
Like,
need to
I
get
know
that
Nano
book, teach your cat about gun safety.
Right. Well, I know Nano wants to get his, and the guy I buy my drinks from, he is a
Yeah,
registered
yeah.
like gun. He can give you the class, and he can actually teach us some classes on how to like properly shoot. John wouldn't need them, but like I'd like to take him to learn how to properly shoot pistols.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, this has turned into a gun episode. So let's just go and watch Game of Thrones and eat food. I'm gonna eat food. You guys can watch Game of
I
Thrones.
got those.
Are
Like
those
Chex
chocolate?
No,
No, those are the brown. The
Yes.
brown. Yeah, those are really good.
brown Chex Mix.
Yes.
Rye chips. Rye chips.
Rye
Yeah.
chips, yeah.
Okay, cool.
They give me severe heartburn.
We will see you guys next time. We're gonna do either Bring Your Own Topic or the 36 Love Questions. This is actually a small enough group, but we just need more
If it's
time
just-
than we allocated.
Yeah,
Right.
it's just the 4 of us. We can totally knock it out in an afternoon.
You guys want to do that in an afternoon? You guys want to do it next Sunday? Sunday
Right.
afternoon?
That's part. Wait, next. Yeah, I think I'm free next weekend. I have to help somebody move Saturday.
Okay, Sunday though. Is
Yeah,
Game of Thrones.
Sunday should be
You
fine.
just
So just
do
take
it
hold.
like 3 or something.
Okay, sounds good. Jess, bring your fanny pack. We'll see you next
Yeah.
Sunday.
Oh, of course.
Okay, bye everybody.
Bye.
I.
What are we at runtime?
27 minutes.
Alright.
That's not bad.